Приветствую, друзья, с вами Саня, и это мой канал GamerZone. Сегодня мы продолжим проходить игру Hogwarts Legacy. Так что отправляемся в путь на том моменте, на котором остановились. И у нас были собраны все наши жетоны, поэтому мы сейчас их будем вставлять и смотреть, что мы там получили. Сейчас пару секундочек. Ну, поехали, вставим и увидим итог. Блять.
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
Ой, я все нашел совершенно случайно.
Another house token for the house chest. Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
Так, сундучок вот сейчас и откроется. Сейчас он повыебывается немножко.
Wow, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Так, получили мы старинную мантию факультета Гриффиндор. Давайте заценим, как она выглядит. Чё такое? Так, ну в ней останемся. Так, ну погнали. У нас вон задание. Поговорите с Нелли. С Нелли. Блин, Нелли-то далековато. Давайте переместимся к ней. Тык. О, отсюда побежим. Такс. Чё, дверь-то не открывается, что ли? Не открывается. Блин, сейчас будет опять меня кругами сраными водить. Ой, эти пацаны. Бля, не выдержал парень. Она поет. Выпустите меня. О, девочка.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins may have been involved. Well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
Короче, галеонов на учебу не хватает. Вы с дядей близки?
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Так.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Так, благодарю меня за помощь.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She
Так,
seems
нас
very
отправили
worried.
в какую-то
Adelaide
жопу.
mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Поссать дядюшку.
Revelio. Here's a pleasant surprise.
Пройдем испытание. Оно очень легкое. Ну, напомню, проходя эти испытания, мы увеличиваем свой переносимый груз. То есть нести можно будет больше.
Could this be Mr. Oakes's campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead.
Так, нападемте, нападем.
I won't rest. Dead. You can't stop much to know.
Now,
Оп.
to find out what happened here.
Так, всех конченых ребяток мы
Revelio.
почикали.
Revelio. I should investigate.
Или я что-то еще не забрал. Еще что-то не забрал, да.
Mr. Oakes's trade journal.
Так, кому интересно, читайте.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Так, Но это, наверное, где-то недалеко.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now, to find the crooked tree.
I heard something.
Confringo!
You're the son that saved No, you dare say one of my own! Careful.
Incendio!
Опа, инцендио.
Revelio.
Инцендио тебя вытрахало в жопу.
What do you have in store for me this time? Wingardium Leviosa.
Ой, нет, у нас... Как это? О, вот это.
Reparo.
Репер.
Revelio.
Еще где-то, еще.
Reparo.
Заметил
Won't
вначале.
get the best of me.
Бля, главное не забыть, что я выполняю какую-то миссию.
Confringo.
Бля.
Revelio. This looks
Чё в
intriguing.
пещере? Чё в пещере? Сейчас обыщем.
Confringo.
Какая-то стрёмная шапка. Колпак. Лузеры. Так, продолжим наш правильный путь.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here. Confringo. Leviosa.
You're the little
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Так, еще одно испытание Мерлина.
Revelio.
Так, надо попасть во все вазочки, да?
And the crumbling tower. The
Я
spot
вижу
on the map
вторую.
should be directly south of here.
И третью сразу.
Confringo.
Так, так. А где еще одна?
Revelio.
Еще одна. Бля, что за наебательство? Лазочек-то 3 должно быть. Блять, какая высадная.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Где,
Revelio.
блядь, еще одна? О. Боешься. Как во все попасть сразу.
Confringo.
Не попадает. Может, с моста? Тоже нихуя. Так, так, так. Блядь. Беги, блядь, торопись, сука. О, успели. Ничего себе, мне казалось, что я точно не успею. Так, а нам дальше вот сюда.
What do we have here?
What are you up to now?
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Так, начинаем со всеми сражаться. Опа.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied... A ladder. That's what I need.
What's that? Who's there? Is this? Get away with that. That's the student who uses strange magic. Always on the
Ой. Ой, я вижу тролля. Блин, просто мне походу не хватило. Ебись, блядь. Тролля.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Блин, я вот прям уверен, что нам в этот замок.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? That student.
Плюс 1 уровень, друзья, можем прокачать одну силу какую-нибудь.
Now here's
Hit it!
I best have my wits about me.
Revelio.
Сундучок не забываем. Чё, тут нету больше ничего? Больше ничего интересного тут нет. Так, дальше. Побежали, побежали. Опа.
One left. Is that it?
Хуякс. Высекли всех.
What will we find in here?
Any who oppose random not your best moments, I fear. I should have said.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio.
Так, друзья, гномы все умерли. Замочек. Открой.
Alohomora.
Вскроем. Блин, идеальный взлом.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Да пошел ты.
What the human's word is one. This prisoner owes us the metals we were promised. It's the student of the town. I won't rest.
Practice out longer than necessary. I won't rest.
Так. Как мне нравится просто их уничтожать.
A boiler door. How to open it?
Сундучок, сундучок. А, нет. Какое-то потайное помещение. Давай нас туда.
Revelio.
Тут у нас сундучок. Сундучок, сундучок. Денежки, денежки тоже люблю. Мне все так интересно, поправят, блядь, они эту гребаную анимацию этих мантий. Всей этой залупы. Возможно ли это вообще? Тут-ту-ду-ту-ту-ду-ту-ту. Так, ну мы еще не сходили туда, нам надо и туда сходить.
Revelio.
Я не люблю оставлять, пропускать какие-то важные места. я, блядь, вытрахал просто этот, блядь, проходик. Там маску злую получил. Так, все погибли.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock.
Чё
I
они?
have experience with
Палочку
these
его
locks, and I
спиздили.
need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes's wand. Where could it be?
Так. Стоять. Нет, пожалуйста.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. I won't rest. I'm such a ass. I won't rest until dead. I will make you pay. I won't rest until dead.
Все, наказали вас всех.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
Так, набираем,
Ревелия.
что тут есть. Перчатки, всю тут чушь, блядь. Опа, вот и палочка.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Вот и палочка. Возвращаем палочку мистеру другу нашему.
Pass it to me. Hurry, before they come. I must
Нашли ее, да, нашел.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
Пиздец,
It's all
блядь.
right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky
Я,
or very
блядь,
talented.
разобрался с этими гоблинами.
I'm a friend of
Их со мной
Adelaide's.
заперли,
She was
блядь,
worried
в
about
этой
your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
дыре.
She was
И
right to
они
be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and
перенесли
when I told
этого.
them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every knut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Блядь, только из-за того, что его избил какой-то дебил-волшебник.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Revelio.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's
Мистер
law would
Рукс
never have freed
ебал,
him.
блядь. Какое-то ожерелье нам дали. 58 монет. Почему, блядь, 58 гребаных монет? Мне кажется, я заслуживаю все, блядь, 500. 58, блядь, монет. Так, ну что, вот эта локация нам засчиталась пройденной, нам надо еще сундук собрать какой-то. Какой-то там один сундук. Вон я его вижу. Сундучок, милый мой, а я с тобой. Все. Так, в ячейке снаряжения не осталось места. Пойдемте продадим все, что мы нашли. И начнем проходить дальше наши миссии. Хуль ждать-то.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Так, а может что-нибудь интересное, новенькое, мощная одежда какая-нибудь досталась нам? Нет, нет. Ой, а надо было сначала еще все, что мы нашли, опознать. Есть же у нас какие-то предметы, которые не опознаны сразу. Это нам нужна выручай комната. Комната. Дик. Дик. Давай мне, блядь, мою сумку. Чё, блядь, спиздить мою сумку пытался.
Deke has seen one of these before. Dick calls
Что
it
придумываешь?
a knapsack.
Хорош.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area, so perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Дик.
Come along then.
Блять, отъебись-ка от меня,
Our
я
first
сюда
stop will
пришел
be
не за
beyond the
этим.
castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Так, что у нас появилось? Перчаток выше уровня мы не получили. Здесь тоже. Что у нас? Шапка, шапка, шапочка, нет, шапочка тоже нет. 79. Одеваем, одеваем. Бля, ну цвет мне не нравится, правда. Вот люблю. Такое хочу. Такой вот у нас будет. Так, это готово, готово. Что там еще? Так, и костюм. Бля, ни хера, друзья, вообще. Больше ничего. Так, он нас зовет ловить животных. Блин. Браконьерить. Чудесные создатели этой игры решили назвать это просто спасением животных.
Off on another adventure, are
Надо
we?
их поймать в сумку и засунуть в неволю, и тогда мы их спасем. Ха-ха. Хо-хо-хо.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Такс.
I suspect you have a sharp
8
eye for
тысяч
fashion.
миллионов.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
Опа. Чуть звенело, да? Блин, перестало. Мне кажется, это тут. Ха-ха, нашел. Я тебя нашел. Такс. Так, ну я вижу тут еще задание. Оно ближе к нам.
You'll
Зверей
see it
мы
was a
всегда
mistake
успеем
parting
поймать.
ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
Бля, какой-то подозрительный мужик. Мне кажется, что это он виноват во всем, поэтому его и прогнали.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Чё-то он решил нас, блядь.
You
Да,
said Mr.
спросим.
Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Бедняжка.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
Неплохо задумано.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous
Good
tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology
Бля, эта
supplies
игра нас
as you like
сама
while you're in his cellar.
подталкивает
All I
очень
ask is that
часто
you bring
воровать.
me the venomous tentacula.
Она только и делает, блядь, что
Remember,
ворует,
I
блядь,
just need
всякие
that venomous
вещи.
tentacula.
Так, сейчас
Seems
я
I need to
пройду.
find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
Хочу поменять стиль. Стиль этой телки хочу изменить. Чтобы она стала по-другому выглядеть. Господи, я не туда иду, да? Я не туда иду. Ух! Бля, тяжело пользоваться, да?
Come on in, come on in.
Revelio.
Come on in.
What is it you might be interested in?
Бля, мне так бесит, что волосы этой бабищи вылезают из-под... Короче, попадают, блядь, в текстуру этой гребаной мантии. Ой, ебать, вот такую пухню ей на башке нафигачить. Либо да, чтобы вообще было их дохуя этих волос. Бред какой. Ладно, пусть будет так.
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
Ой, так еще и шляпа начинает торчать, блядь, сквозь эту херню.
What is it you might be interested in?
Пиздец, блядь, вот придумали.
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
Да, так, шляпа торчит.
What is it you might be interested in?
Господи, какие, блядь... Нахуя, блядь, зачем такие, блядь, штуки придумали? Не, короче, мне нравился мой внешний вид до этого. Бля, не помню, где он был. Где-то здесь. Это? Нет, блядь. Да нихуя не это. Во, вот это. Точно вот это.
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
Бля, мне не нравится, что эта хуйня вся торчит, блядь. Блин, такие тупые, блядь, ошибки во всей этой игре допущены. Блядь, волосы торчат, блядь. Ну, будет у нас вот такая тетка. Или вот стандарт качества. Так, идем выполнять миссию. Я успокоился более-менее.
This must be it. Revelio.
Так, а здесь нам понадобится вот это все, да?
This must be the cellar. Now, to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
Опа, 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 ты чё доебался до меня, а? Пошел вон.
Revelio.
Да, блядь, отъеби.
Revelio.
Так, мы его обокрали опять.
Where is that venomous tentacula? Hello, Amora.
Аллах Амура.
Revelio. Taken over the whole house. Stupefy! Incendio! Stupefy!
Все, на этом все.
Revelio.
Ну, блин, я, конечно, все украду. Такие вещи мне понадобятся потом.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio.
Выходим и уходим. Выходим и уходим, блядь.
Completed that errand?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to
Давай
come by as I
кабанки,
had
блядь.
expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Так.
Revelio.
Еще одно заданице неподалеку. А здесь-то я собрал эти штуковины. Ой, я знаю, где еще одна может быть. На самом верху этого домишки. Есть комнатка с замком. Ой, я ее открыл, да?
Revelio.
Нет. Ебать, я заблудился. В 3 метлах.
Glad you came.
Так, проходим ее заданица.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Oh.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aiden was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of
Блять,
Hogsmeade.
неужели не сделать было ее мужиком? Зачем ей такой голос-то, блять, захуярили? Ах. Так, куда она нас послала? Посмотрим. О. Как раз там у меня есть точка быстрого перемещения.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box
Блять,
in the
хоры
cavern.
пиздеть.
The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Ой, блядь, ну давай поспрашивай.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Еще бы, блядь, они не будут благодарны.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Оп. Так, кого мы там еще встретим?
But I still need to visit the
Пауков.
cave to find. Better have a look around. See if I can find a box of letters. That's all the Horcrux for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo!
Рыбки. Бля, вода тоже прикольно, красиво выглядит. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу-пум.
Lumos.
Люмос. Люмос.
Confringo!
Конфринго и Люмос.
Revelio.
И Ревельо. Ревельо.
Revelio.
Ой, блядь, там, наверное, будет тролль.
Confringo.
Троллик. Троллер.
Revelio.
Мистер Тролль. Че, пойдемте дадим пизды
Either I'll
мистеру
have to
Троллю.
fight that troll, or lose it altogether.
Блядь, чё нам? Блядь, пидор.
Should think they felt better
Ебаный
around him.
тролль, блин.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Ну, там тоже что-то есть. Как полезная пещера-то оказалась.
Revelio.
О, белки убежали. Белки нас вели. Дорогая Сирона. Блин, ладно, давайте. Кто любит читать эти штуки. Я уже читал эти письма. прошлом прохождении. Мирабель. Мирабель — это профессор Чеснок.
Revelio. I think that I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have.
Так, теперь надо отнести все это дерьмо Сироне. Яйца пеплам.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knobtail.
Leech.
One in Berwick. The anticipate. I can get that drop in hell back. Master, it isn't Laura Treadwell's guitar. You try passing Patricia hands on me. Oh, yeah. Nuisance. That's all you are.
Все.
Your poaching days are over. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo! Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Так, готово. Еще один испытание Мерлина у нас пройдено. Еще 5 испытаний, и мы сможем прокачать наш язычок. Сирена. Сирена, блядь. Сирена, по-моему.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I
Здорово,
was able
Сирена.
to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the
О,
one to ask.
спасибо, спасибочки. Целую тебя. Блядь. Да, блядь. Да.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Давай,
I saw a
спрашивай.
letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. The depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Так, ну что тут еще есть? Если по миру глянуть. О, вот здесь есть 2 задания, может их пройти. Давайте их пройдем.
I've always said that broadens the mind.
Not sure how I'd fare.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Upper Hawksfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not...
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Съебать
Upper
просто
Hawksfield
отсюда,
is my
блядь, если
home.
вас что-то
Bardolph
напрягает.
and I grew up here.
А?
No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
How did your brother Bardolph end up
Чел
in
с
St.
братом.
Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. You should not have to live in fear.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Let's be on my guard.
Revelio.
Ух, какой тут домик со всякой жестью.
You will regret coming here.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Так, ну что,
One
мы
count
здесь вот
down.
неплохо
One more to
так
go.
поиздевались над
Revelio.
гоблинами. Так, поблизости, походу, еще есть.
An intruder!
Expelliarmus!
When are you going to give up? You won't get away with that. Released Oaks.
How nice of you to stop by. I will make you pay. I won't rest.
You've
Так,
one
ну,
less follower,
всё.
Ranrock.
Все ребятки погибли.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont would be
Так,
glad
вот
to hear
здесь у
that.
нас древняя магия. Собирать.
Revelio.
Скобки древней магии увеличивают нам возможность суперударов вот этих, которые от 1 в 1.
Expelliarmus!
That solves that.
Ее тоже надо какое-то количество собирать, там 5. По 5, по-моему.
Expelliarmus!
Вау. Вау. А у этого мужичка можно купить классную метлу. Она, правда, 7 штук стоит. Я сейчас не буду на нее столько тратить. Потом как-нибудь. Одно из испытаний Мерлина еще тут есть. Сейчас как раз его и пройдем.
Confringo!
Блять. Такс. Ну как, мне кажется, надо начать, потом.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Вуаля!
It's like a place right out of a
Ну что,
storybook.
сообщи мне,
I
что...
do miss the bustle of...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
Было трудно,
It was
скажем.
harrowing, and they
Может,
dug in their
бабок
heels,
даст.
but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Revelio. Thank you. Sincerely.
Так, она нам дала какую-то херню.
Alohomora.
Аллахамора.
Revelio.
Бля, в этом доме ничего нет. Какой смысл было его открывать вообще? Так, уходим. Так, вот в этом есть как раз сундук. Сундучонок.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the
Брат
Ashwinders?
ее сестры.
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated.
Я,
You might
блядь,
speak to Claire
сейчас
first.
найду его.
Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular
Поиск.
woolen jumper. One that Claire knitted herself.
Эта бабка так много говорит, пипец.
Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Вот, а вот. Короче, умер этот мужик.
Revelio.
О, еще один.
Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Зачем ты истратил эти мандрагоры? Блядь, сука.
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him.
Еще одна записка.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Кнопка залипает слегка, L1.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all...
Madame Beaumont? I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
Решил начать новую жизнь. Может, так и сказать, типа.
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear brother. Oh, it's you!
Еще один уровень. Блин, обманули бедняжку, конечно, нехорошо. Ну, что поделаешь. Вот всяких, столько всяких разных этих штук для палки. Так, отлично. Еще одно задание в прошлом. Вижу еще одно дополнительное задание вот тут.
Revelio.
Confringo!
Херня для палки.
Revelio.
Сундук. Здесь еще есть эта статуя Дэми Маски.
Didn't Clementine Willardsley ask you to follow those butterflies into the Forbidden Forest? Not the bravest in that, Clementine.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Alohomora.
Аллахамора.
Revelio.
Так, и вот сундук. В нем тоже нашлепка для палки. Так, а вот
Oh, Milo, what am I to do?
Блядь, дай квест.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley. Edgar Adley. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula, Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
Sounds like Milo knew exactly what he was in for, and risked your life as well.
No. Milo wouldn't have thought that way. He wasn't a bad wizard, merely a bit overconfident at times. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Так, я постараюсь вам помочь.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
Now, where could that acromantula cave
О,
be?
я вижу испытание.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Испытание Мерлина. Так, нам придется доставать камушки. Где? Вот здесь. Иди сюда. Угу. Вот еще. Так, и вот еще вот шарики. Так, движемся к цели. Так, пещера беглеца, она где-то очень далеко. Вот тут, неподалеку.
I'm most pleased to be included.
Ой, я вижу еще одно испытание Мерлина. Смерть.
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Так, походу надо будет попрыгать по этим штукам. Ага.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio.
Нет. Падаешь, начинаешь заново. Прямо какие-то высадные камушки были расположены. Последний.
That's that. Settled.
Крайний. Говорим, крайний. Так, 100 метров. О, господи, это какой-то жесткий паук. Я знаю, как его пройти все равно. Даже если там прям 30 какой-то уровень паук. У нас сейчас
The
по
cave
идее,
must be
не
somewhere in
хватит
this
сил
maze. I
пройти.
wonder what else is in here.
Я думаю, можно просто пробежать и не атаковать всех этих пауков.
This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
О, вот он.
So this is the infamous
Короче, вот
absconder.
если вот сюда подняться, можно спрыгнуть с нее и убить его сверху. Только надо найти место, чтобы его видно было. О, вот отсюда будет охуительно видно. И, блядь, паук. Это ж так мы его не убьем. Тут надо быть везде аккуратным, потому что можно наведаться. Очень наверху оказаться, но, блядь, оказался. Хочется покопаться, но это не выходит. Так, сломали мы, короче, паука.
Now that's taken care of. I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter. Confringo! Revelio!
Так, ну тут придется все равно найти то, что нам поможет.
Confringo! Revelio. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley.
Друга. Вот так вот можно победить этого лютого паука. Так, ну шо, вот тут вот нам сюда прям.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
You look none the worse for wear. Oh, I take it you decided against entering the absconder's cave.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is quite difficult to retrieve. Shouldn't I get a reward for my trouble?
Of course I'm happy to pay you. I can't afford much. I've promised to pay for all the supplies Milo's daughter will need to attend Hogwarts one day.
Вы бы могли продать часы. Ну, блядь, будем отыгрывать. Не, не будем.
In that case, all right. Here's the heirloom watch.
Oh, thank you. I know that Milo's daughter will be glad to have this.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Помогает с дочери.
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to remember him by.
Так, нам пройти вот эти два испытания Мерлина еще, чтобы увеличить объем нашего рюкзака.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
О, у нас закончилось. Так, ну что, все мы прошли побочные квесты. О, тени поместья. Здесь можно будет выучить заклинания как-то запретные, типа Авада Кедавры. И на самом деле Аваду Кедавру может только в конце игры выучить будет.
Revelio.
Так, поварим тут зелье нам. Пригодятся они, я думаю. Так, и там у нас тоже уже есть что-то, да? Я что-то сделал. Так, ну начнем тогда миссию тени поместья, да? этой деревушке расположена.
Wonder who lives here.
Наш друг Себастьян нас должен ждать. Или мы будем его ждать. Отоспимся, как всегда.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Давай, Себастьян, веди.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Так, стоп, тут
With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
Revelio.
Everyone stays out of sight.
Конечно. Конечно, нашлепка на палку получена.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Revelio.
Так где эта херня? Так, Себастьян хочет, чтобы мы пошли к его сестре в гости.
Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Надо поговорить с
That
этим
boy will fray my last nerve.
идиотом.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Revelio. Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Вот на том плато.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Что? Еще кого-то добили?
You've made your last mistake. This is where you will fail. The inevitable. One less human to worry about. One less human to worry about.
Revelio.
Кого, блядь? Кого ты стреляешь, уёбок? Кто-то провалился, что ли, сквозь карту, блядь, или чё?
Revelio.
Блядь, прикиньте вообще. Здесь это недалеко. Придется
Let's get it.
Опа.
You've made your last mistake. You will suffer.
убил. Так, сейчас, секунду, ребят, подождите. Так, продолжаем, извиняюсь. Готовенько. Блин, как у нас баганула эта миссия, прям, блядь.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Так, кирка.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Так, и вот та еще херня.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Обыскать тут все, блядь.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Ладно, у меня в Вингершу превратилась. Как так-то?
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now
Давай,
you've been witnessing memories
проговорим
left
это
by
еще.
Oh,
Еще
and this house belonged to a
разочек.
Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Confringo! Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Оп, оп, опа,
Why
господи.
bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look. Revelio.
They've left all of this simply
Lumos.
strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Ну-ка, блядь, вот так.
Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Крипта.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I have no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Ну, свяжись со мной, свяжись. Так, и на этом мы сегодня закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр, друзья. Ставьте лайки. С вами был Саня. Это мой канал GamerZone. Всех был рад видеть на стриме. И удачки. До скорых встречек.